As footballers, we can get super sore and tired from doing 2 or even 3 a day sessions. I can't even begin to explain to you how important it is to recover your body and muscles after training. Most footballers want an easy fix, an easy way to get to the top level, but I'm here to tell you that if your recovery isn't A1, you're never gonna get there. So this is the video for you to get your recovery locked and dialed in, which means you'll be able to train as much as possible and improve at the quickest possible rate. Before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this. I want to help you guys out. I'm an aspiring professional footballer. I know a lot of you are as well. So if you want some more informative videos, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you drop a comment. And yeah, let's get into the video. For today's video, I'm going to take us through 5 different stretches. If you want to see more, I can do a whole video on just yoga and stretching. But this video, for all intents and purposes, is recovery, and I want to just give a little sample of each different method of recovery that I use. The first stretch that I think is very crucial would be for your hamstrings. It's called toe touches. You have both legs out, straightened, and you reach for your toes. If you can touch your toes, great. Hold it there for 30 seconds. If you can't go all the way to your toes, go as far as you can. Make sure you're doing deep breaths as you're stretching. The next stretch is going to be a groin stretch, also known as butterflies. You're going to put both your feet flat up against each other and just push down your knees and try to go as far as you can and hold for 30 seconds. The third stretch is called pretzel stretch. It's similar to the movement of when you're taking a shot. You're going to pull one leg back behind you while your other leg is straight. This stretches the quadriceps, and those are muscles that we use very frequently as footballers. The fourth stretch is going to be where you put your one leg across and you lay down. It's for the MT band in your hip. This is a muscle that many people neglect, yet you use it all the time when you're changing directions and playing football. The fifth exercise is called Spider-Man's. You're on your toes with your heels pushed into the back of your gluteus, and you're basically just trying to put all your weight on your toes while keeping your heels flush up to your butt. This is really good for releasing tension in the calves, and as you know, as footballers, every muscle is important, but calves especially get very tight. The most important part of recovery is not stretching, it's not ice baths, it's not compression pants, it's not infrared, it is sleep. Good quality sleep, you cannot replace it. Your body goes into a state of recovery. Your brain is filing everything that's happened during the day. If you do not get at least 8 hours of sleep a night and you are training like crazy during the day, you are not maximizing your gains whatsoever. In fact, you're actually hindering yourself and opening up to possible injury. Please make sure you do yourself a favor and get good quality sleep. Now, there are a few different things that can help aid with your sleep. For example, this ring right here, it's called an Oura ring. I'm not sponsored. I bought it because it tracks my sleep. You also have the watches, you have Apple Watch, Whoop. There's a lot of different devices that can help you get better sleep. Personally, for me, I like it because it tells me how well I slept the night. It gives me a sleep score, tells me how long I slept for, REM sleep, deep sleep, light sleep. It's important to track these things because, let's say for example, I went to sleep one night and I woke up feeling pretty bad. I look at my Oura ring, I see, okay, the sleep score was low. I know I need to change what I did last night. And then vice versa, I wake up, I feel great, I look at my score, it says I'm doing good. I will try and replicate everything I did the night before to continue to get a high sleep score. And that is essentially where you're going to get the most recovery and most gains done, is when you're asleep. Now, in terms of other devices, there's a lot. There's grounding sheets. There's a lot of things that I haven't tried yet, but personally for me, what works the best is keeping my room cold, because your body actually needs to lower its temperature before it can fall asleep by a few degrees. Another device that I bought, which has helped me tremendously improve my sleep, is just quite simple. It's just one of these, good old eye mask. Keeps out light. Obviously, you know, when our bodies see light, we think it's the sun, so we think it's daytime. It messes up our circadian rhythm. Light is not good when you want to go to sleep. I also have another thing I bought to help me improve my sleep are these blue light blocking glasses. They're extremely helpful. Like I said before, blue light is very stressful and stimulating to your body, and when it sees blue light, it thinks it's daytime, and your body's not going to want to go to sleep. So when you're scrolling before bed, that's the worst thing you can do. Your dopamine receptors are firing, and the blue light is waking you up, literally, just disrupting your circadian rhythm. So I would recommend buying different things, see what works for you, but definitely try and get quality 8 hours or more of sleep every night. Alright, next thing we're going to talk about is nutrition. I moved to the kitchen for this one so I can show you some of the stuff I have and what I do personally to improve my recovery and stay fueled for every practice. Now, disclaimer before I start this section, I do want to say every individual is very different, and something that might work for me may not work for you. I currently follow a strict keto/paleo diet, and basically those fancy words just mean I don't eat carbohydrates. This is mainly for the reason that I needed to lose a bit of weight, and carbohydrates turn very quickly into sugar, which is good if you're eating them and consuming them right before training, because then you can use that sugar and convert it into energy. But after practice, eating things like rice, bread, oats, potatoes, for me personally, I don't do it because I need to stay lean. Personally, I just eat pasture-raised eggs, grass-fed ground beef. I eat a lot of protein powder. This is ancestral protein. It's really good. It has beef organs in it. It's got liver, pancreas, heart, which, as you may or may not know, organs are some of the most nutritious food that we can eat as humans. In addition, this protein powder also has mushrooms. Mushrooms are very good. They're adaptogenic. They can help improve memory, energy, and just cognitive function. So whenever I need a little bit of extra protein or some extra nutrients, I will do a scoop of this with some whole milk grass-fed. Now, I know I said I don't eat carbohydrates. However, I do eat fruits, which are carbohydrates, but they are gluten-free, of course, and I only eat them before training to give me a bit of extra energy. My favorite fruits are blueberries, oranges, blackberries, and raspberries. In addition to the energy that the fruits provide, the berries especially have antioxidants which help reduce inflammation. And as you know, if you train a lot, your body is going through a lot of inflammation, which is necessary, of course, but sometimes it's good to eat these things which will help the inflammation go away and recover faster. Now, nutrition is not only just about what you eat, it's also about what you drink. Every day when I wake up, I make sure to get some electrolytes in, because after a long sleep, your body sweats out a lot of minerals and water. And of course you need the water, but you also need electrolytes. And a lot of people I see will make the mistake, they'll drink tons of water, but they won't be drinking electrolytes and minerals. And that can be harmful because your body will not absorb and hydrate as efficiently if it does not have electrolytes. Personally, I use a brand called Lights. I think they're great. They use pink Himalayan salt. One thing for electrolytes that I would warn against is certain brands like LMNT who use just straight table salt. The problem with that is the table salt is stripped of all its natural minerals, so you are not getting as many electrolytes as you would with a supplement that has Celtic sea salt, or pink Himalayan salt. Now, in terms of supplements, I know this is a highly controversial field. There's plenty of studies that say supplements are great. Some say supplements don't do much. Personally, I think supplements can be a good supplementation to your diet. If you can't get a certain mineral or vitamin in from strictly your food diet, which I recommend trying to get as many of your essential vitamins and nutrients from actual food. But if you can't do that, supplements can be beneficial. For example, I use a multi-supplement from Soccer Supplements, and I also use a probiotic from Soccer Supplements, which helps aid in digestion of nutrients and vitamins. So that brings us to a whole nother topic, which is the gut biome. If your gut biome does not have the essential microbiota to break down the food and efficiently absorb the nutrients and vitamins, it doesn't matter how much good food you eat, your body is going to be absorbing maybe a fraction of what it could be absorbing, which is why probiotics can be very beneficial. I also use L-carnitine to shred a little bit of fat off and also maintain a healthy weight. L-carnitine comes from meat. Obviously the concentrations in meat are not as high as it would be in a supplement, which is why I find it beneficial to take L-carnitine on heavy training days. Lastly, I use ashwagandha before bed to help my body cope with the stress that I'm putting on it, and I also use elderberry supplement to help boost my immune system, because if I'm sick, I can't train. If I'm healthy, I can train double. That's my kind of thought process. So those are the supplements that I use. The last tip for recovery I have are what I call accessory recovery. So this would be cold plunge, ice bath, compression pants, infrared, all that stuff. I would say it's helpful and useful if you have access to it, but if you don't have access to it, it's not the end of the world. Nothing can replace good sleep and good nutrition when it comes to recovery. But if you do have access to these things, I very highly encourage you to use it, because it can help you get that 2, 3, 4, 5% extra recovery that may make the difference on game day or practice day. It is not fun, but it does get easier for sure. I recommend doing 3 to 5 minutes if you are well versed with cold temperatures, but if you're not, I would go 1 to 2 minutes and try and work your way up. But maximum recovery is seen from 3 to 5 minutes. And of course, try and get your whole body in if you can, or whatever's a sore. My legs are really sore right now. My upper body is semi-sore, so I'm gonna dunk myself in all the way. Just gonna do maybe 2 minutes for the upper body, but just do what your body's telling you. That's really the theme of this video. If you're feeling tight in one part, focus on that one part. If my hamstring's really tight, focus on that hamstring. It's your body telling you that this part needs extra help. The upper body's not fun. All done. Now I'm just gonna go bathe in the sun and get some vitamin D. Alright guys, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like and a subscribe and comment down below what you want to see next. And I hope you guys can recover more efficiently now. I'll see you next time. Peace.